I'm Logan Crawford, and right now on the Global Book Network, we're diving into a sizzling, high stakes romance thriller. It is a powerful book by the name of Angel and the Devil, and it's written by a terrific author. Her name is Lathira Major. This gripping tale follows Simone Gibson, a woman with an ordinary life. Life spirals into chaos the moment she steps into a nightclub and into the orbit of three very different men. With romance, suspense, and a deadly decision looming, Angel and the Devil is a fast paced ride you won't soon forget. We're delighted to have this very talented author join us here today. We thank the team at Atticus Publishing for helping us put her on TV today, and we ask viewers like you to support authors like her by subscribing to our channel and by purchasing her wonderful book. The link is below the interview. Lathira, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for inviting me.
My pleasure. The Angel and the Devil. It's such a fun book. What's the inspiration for it?
Well, the inspiration is a book. Well, actually, it was supposed to be a poem that spiraled into a book.
Okay.
Um, it all came together bit by bit during the pandemic, and like I said, it was intended to be a poem. Um, it just became a book, and most of it is me in it. Some of the things that I would dare to do if I ever venture out to do. But it's a good book.
Are you a little bit Simone, or is Simone a little bit you?
Someone is a little bit me, just a little bit.
Or are you an angel or a devil? I'm confused now.
I'm an angel. I'm an angel.
Oh, that's right. That's right. She's
Yes,
the
sir.
angel. I forgot about that. So at the
Yes.
start of the one person story, she's kind of one person. By the end of it, she changes. Tell us about that change.
All right. So in the start of the book, she is that church-going person that stays in her routine in a nutshell, and she ventures to this club, a friend, peer pressure, and is like everything spiral out of control, and she finds love. She's caught the eye of three men willing to romance her, and in the end, it's a happy ending. Don't want to give too much out.
Well, she's got three men going after her. Of course, it's going to
Yeah.
be a happy ending in the story, right?
Yes,
I don't
it
know. I don't know
is.
if she's an angel or a devil. Three guys. I don't know, Lathira. This is getting a little racy for the Spotlight Network. No, I'm teasing. It's a great story. Do you envision this as a movie?
No, I haven't pictured it as a movie, but would like to, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it would be
Mhm.
great. It's got great characters, got great locations, and it's got a
Yeah.
lot of suspense and, of course, a lot of romance as well, which people
Yes.
like, no doubt. So, what was it like writing this book? Did it come to you suddenly, or did you take your time and develop it over time?
Yeah, it was a development over time. Each day that I read from the beginning, going to the point where I left off, I had more things to add. And in a matter of maybe 4 months, it was a book that I was pleased. And I said, I think I should publish this.
Well, I'm glad you did because it's really a great story. And why
Yes.
did you choose to set the story in and around a nightclub?
Well, I never really had that nightclub life.
Mhm.
Some of my friends did that. I didn't do it. So if I ever do venture into it, at least let it be something, in the end that brings a happy ending. Nothing just you just go and experience and, because some nightclubs don't always end on a positive note. So that one did in the book.
Absolutely. Talk to us a little bit about the chemistry or the relationship between Simone and Mr. Black.
Well, Miss Simone, not on anybody's radar until that club. um, came upon Mr. Black's radar. He was intrigued by her, met her one night, take out for dinner, and he wanted to just to know her more and to introduce her to his world. And what else can I say? Without giving out the whole book. But
Yeah, you don't want to give away too much, but there was a
yes,
connection, and but there's another guy in the story who is a real contrast to the other fellas, and it's Maze Hume, if I'm saying his name correctly.
yes, Mace, yes. Mace is the guy who has always been there from a childhood in the church with her. And he had hopes of one day making her his wife. So, yes, he's there the quiet good boy that most women don't go for. We like the bad boys for
Exactly.
some reason.
They always want the devil. They don't want the angel, right?
Yes,
And
yes,
men say they always want the angel. They don't want the devil, but they might be lying. Who
correct.
knows, right? Yeah, without a
That's
doubt.
it.
Is there a message that you hope readers take away from your book?
Yes, the message is not to just wish for things. Sometimes step out and experience life. You never know
Mhm.
what can happen, you know. But
Yeah.
then in the whole process, you got to trust God too. So, yeah.
Was there a favorite scene for you when writing this book? Was there something when you wrote it, you're like, wow, I like that. That was good.
Plenty parts of it that I really, really liked. I think my best was coming to the end and her realizing a lot of what had happened to her isn't really what it was, seeing the other side of the coin, I should say. And in that, her going to church and the devil coming to church to see her.
Right.
I think, yeah. And he actually coming, yeah, after her. I think I love that more, that suspense. What could happen next? What could happen next?
Right.
I think I love that. And I try to let my imagination run wild at that point.
Exactly. Are
Yeah.
you thinking about writing a sequel, perhaps?
I'm thinking about it.
Hmm.
Haven't had the opportunity to sit down. Like I said, the pandemic where we were locked in, I had
Yeah.
plenty time. Now
Yeah.
life is happening. So I'm thinking about it. And if one do come about, I'll definitely let everybody know.
And where would the story take Simone if there's a sequel?
Who knows? It may take
Yeah.
her everywhere. But I'll as I think about it, I'll definitely
Yep.
drop some hints. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And you live in an unusual place, a beautiful place, one of the most beautiful places on earth, the Bahamas. Tell
Yes,
us
the
a little bit
beautiful
about your
Bahamas.
life in the Bahamas. Were you born and raised there? Tell us about it.
Yes, born and raised here in the Bahamas, beautiful capital, Nassau, Bahamas. Did all my schooling here, have my daughter here, work here, and it's a beautiful island. I encourage plenty of people to come down and see. It's more than just sunshine and sea. I know that's what the tourism department sells, sunshine and
Right.
sea, but it's the food, it's the culture, it's the people, everything. You'll love it.
Wonderful. Have you ever seen snow?
Yes, I went to Canada.
Oh, you went to
Yes.
Canada and saw snow. You must have been
Yeah.
freezing after being in the Bahamas, right?
Yes, that is a different type of cold. I'm not used to that at all.
In the
I like my cold.
Bahamas, if it's 50 degrees and cloudy, you're freezing, right?
Yes. And yeah, don't even get 50 like that often. So yeah.
Right. When it's 50, it's freezing. Yeah, like I said,
Yeah.
but you're in Canada where it can be, 0 degrees, you
And it
know?
was negative too when I was there. So whew,
Wow.
I couldn't wait to come back home.
Amazing. Amazing. If they
Yes.
did turn this book, Angel and the Devil, into a movie, who would you cast as Simone?
Good question. Really, really good question. There's so many good artists out there. Maybe Jennifer Aniston.
Okay.
That's the only one to come to mind right now.
Jennifer Aniston, maybe Jennifer Lawrence, right?
Yeah, Jennifer Lawrence,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. The stars to me, they're all the young stars. I don't even know their names anymore. There's so many of them because of
Many,
all the streaming
yes,
networks.
coming up.
So we're
Hmm.
even picking out the older stars. There's newer stars, upcoming stars, but we don't know their
Hmm.
names. But they'd
Yes,
find somebody for sure because it'd be a great role to play, no doubt. So
yes.
you wrote this during COVID. Were you locked down? Tell us what that was like.
Yeah, we were locked down. We weren't allowed to be in the streets. So working from home, you get to pace yourself. And most of my days were spent outside under the mango tree, where it was much cooler and comfortable. And like it was like a breath of fresh air being out there and just relaxing and letting my imagination run wild. Because that's where I wrote the book, right under the tree outside.
Well, that's wonderful. We're
Mm.
glad you were able to escape the COVID lockdown a little bit by
Yes.
imagining beautiful, crowded nightclubs with beautiful people and some
Yes.
excitement, some adventure, and of course, some romance. Well, we hope you do come up with a sequel because this book was terrific. And
Yes.
Hollywood, if you're listening, this would be a great film.
Yes. Beautiful movie.
There you go. There you go. Okay, wonderful. Well, the name of the book is Angel and the
Angel and
Devil.
the
It is a
Devil.
gripping, seductive journey where one woman's heart may lead her to passion, peril, or even power.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thank you for inviting me once again.
Great having you on the show, Lathira. To the folks at home, I'm Logan Crawford for the Global Book Network. So long for now.